What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. It's transfer deadline day. Newcastle have completely went into overdrive. We knew it was going to be like this, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am absolutely loving it. This is Christmas 2.0 for us Newcastle United fans. Of course, we heard that Newcastle had 13 million bid accepted for Dan Burn, the local lad from Blythe. Of course, he knows what it's like. Knows what it means to play in a black and white shirt, and he has supposedly had his medical with Newcastle at Dorsley Park. I think he was here last night having his medical, to be honest. Newcastle had a bid accepted last night from Stade Rennais as well for Hugo Ekitike, the young French 19-year-old, of course, who has been likened to the likes of none other than Thierry Henry and Kylian Mbappe. That in itself right there shows you just how much things have changed at Newcastle since, of course, the new owners have come in, that we are looking at players like that. Of course, since the new owners have come in, we've already signed the likes of Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid, Chris Wood from Burnley, and of course the one that sent shockwaves through the world of football, and absolutely crazy signing by Newcastle United was Bruno Guimaraes from, of course, Olympique Lyon, who it was officially confirmed by Newcastle yesterday and officially announced yesterday on the official Newcastle Twitter accounts and media platforms that he was a Newcastle United player. He will wear the number 39, as it does have, of course, a personal attachment, of course, to Bruno Guimaraes, of course, being the number of his father's taxi in Brazil. And of course, he has signed a 4.5-year deal, and that is just crazy, you know, when you think about it. He's 24 years old, he's a Brazilian international, he's got a whole future ahead in his career, and he has signed with us. And that just shows, you know, the intent that these new owners have to take Newcastle to the next level. Something, you know, that we haven't felt in a long time. We haven't felt this kind of enthusiasm and this kind of ambition at the club since, of course, John Hall in the 90s, you know, when he allowed Kevin Keegan to sign any player he wanted, and Keegan went out there and broke the world record fee to sign Alan Shearer from Blackburn. We haven't seen this kind of ambition at this club since them times, and it's back. We're back. Newcastle United is back, and the future is going to be absolutely black and white. Newcastle are just going to take over everything, and looking at the transfers that are going on at the moment right now, with who we're being linked with as well. Like I say, 13 million bid accepted for Dan Burn. Matt Targett from Aston Villa is at Dorsley Park. He's having a medical on, of course, a loan with an option to buy, also supposedly being put in there as well. And it's just absolutely crazy, you know, to think after 14 years of neglect, we are now so active in the transfer window. We have to be the most active team in the transfer window this window, definitely. You know, nobody else has been as active as Newcastle have in this window. And of course, if we could sign Ekitike, Burn, Target, to go along with Wood, Trippier and Guimaraes as well, you know, that would be 6 signings. That is around about the same amount, you know, that I was saying on the channel. Most Newcastle fans were saying as well. 6 to 7 signings in this window would help with immensely in pushing to stay up in the league. And of course, we're not that far off staying up in the league neither. If you look at, you know, the whole position in the league, where we are in the league as well. We are currently 18th in the league. We're only a point away from getting out of the relegation zone. So with the signings of Hugo Ekitike when he does come in, and of course the signings of Dan Burn when it's officially confirmed that he is a Newcastle United player. Matt Targett as well. These will be really key additions to the squad in helping with cement that foundation to stay in the Premier League and push forward. And I've got to say, it's not just incomings neither. There's also outgoings. Newcastle's Kieran Clark and Jeff Hendrick have been linked with moves to, of course, neighbours Middlesbrough. And, they look like they could be on the way out. In my eyes, that is a great move. It gets them off the books. And Middlesbrough's down in the Championship as well, so it helps out a neighbouring team. I know it's we're rivals at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, this is what we were expecting, or at least what I was expecting would happen. The likes of Sunderland and Middlesbrough picking up the players, that would be leaving us. Some would call them scraps, but when you look at it from their perspective, when you look at it from the perspective of the Mackhams, or you look at it from the perspective of Middlesbrough, these are players that will really help their teams to improve as well. So, it's not just us that are benefiting from this. It's also the neighbouring teams as well. The region of the North East as well is benefiting from it too. And of course, there's more news coming out pretty much every minute. It's so hard to keep up with all of the news going around at the moment, with all different all the different transfer talks rather. There's just so much to keep up with. There's some more here again from Keith Downey saying there's an outside chance of Jesse Lingard coming here on loan. We understand the player would be keen on a move to Newcastle, which he has been looking at a move to Newcastle. He's had his agents at Newcastle's games since about November. So that is definitely a player that I could see being one of them ones, where it runs right up to the last hours of the transfer window. Of course, with the transfer window closing at 11 p.m, then you get an hour after that to put in paperwork over the deadline closing. But let us know your thoughts, lads and lasses, down in the comments below on everything that's been said in this video today. If you liked it, please hit a like on it as well, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel by scanning the QR code here. It only takes a second to do. You just scan it with your phone and it will take you straight to the page to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free and it does help the channel to reach a wider audience. And of course, I'm trying to reach that 1k subscriber milestone by the 12th of May, which will be the 5th anniversary of the channel here on YouTube. And of course, we are currently at 721 subscribers. A big thank you to everybody that has subscribed, of course, since I last uploaded on the 28th of Friday just gone. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you all later, and how are the lads?